I'm here at Alex Decoteau Park in downtown Edmonton to launch the Alex Decoteau Scholarship, recognizing and supporting some of our brave men and women in uniform who have defended Canada in the Canadian Armed Forces. This is a $5,000 scholarship to support things like post-secondary education, to help with new careers for folks who are leaving the Canadian military, who have served in missions, for example, missions abroad, or who have been wounded. Just one small way that we can, as Albertans, show support for the service of those who defend our country. And we chose to name this scholarship after a remarkable Albertan. Alex Decoteau was born at the Red Pheasant First Nation Reserve in Saskatchewan back in 1887. His Métis father had actually fought in the Northwest Rebellion, and his Cree mother raised him there. He eventually moved to Edmonton and became the first ever known Indigenous police officer in Canada in 1911 in this city. Alex was also an amazing athlete. He won major regional and national running competitions as a sprinter, and in fact represented Canada as the only Albertan in the 1912 Olympics. In 1916, during the First World War, he enlisted with the Canadian Expeditionary Force, the Army, went to serve abroad, and where he served in the trenches as a communications runner. If you've seen the movie 1917, you can imagine the kind of heroic tasks that Alex Decoteau was assigned in the trenches during that war. Sadly, on October the 30th, 1917, his life was taken by a German sniper at the Second Battle of Passchendaele. Alex is a tremendous example of loyalty to our country, of patriotism, a recognition of how Indigenous people have contributed in remarkable ways throughout our history, and I think a perfect example of somebody whose service we honor. That's why we named the scholarship for members of the Canadian Armed Forces after Alex Decoteau.